Now, the South African Premier Division, known as the PSL, has been growing rapidly in recent years. Whether it has gained the name best in all of Africa remains debated among fans, but no one can deny the fact that the PSL is one of the leagues that carries the best talents in all of Africa.
But he said, thought about the strike. They're going that wall thing twice. There's a strike! Click, click, bang! Wow! Cracker! Absolute cracker! That is the only way. Ghana seems to know how to find the back of the net. Crackers! What can you say? That was a stunner.
Transfers of Siyabonga Ngezana and Jabulo Blom to the European clubs are the true testament of this. With the juggernaut of football being the European clubs, PSL players seem to have gained a lot of attraction from the side, and by the looks of things, their chances of joining the side are highly likely. But which ones are they? Join us now as we look at 7 players who might jump ship to the European clubs in 2025. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more from MZANSIHOOD, and please go visit our social media pages.
So the referee plays the advantage, Rakali with space, and the corner! Oh! Magnificent!
It says, and now they have a reason to celebrate. Now they've always believed in his skills, but now they know that he can score.
Number 7, Tshegofatso Mabasa. Now, since returning to Orlando Pirates from Swallows FC, where he spent 6 months on loan, Mabasa's return to the Buccaneers saw him gain interest to the European side. According to Itiski Times, Siyabonga Ngezana's FCSB made a list of strikers they are looking at, and Mabasa's name was included. The former Bloemfontein Celtics star attracted interest from the 1985-86 UEFA Champions League winners, and they made a list of players they were looking at, and the star who was in the contention for the DStv Premiership Golden Boot, Mabasa, was included. However, it was further revealed that the club would ditch the plans of having talks with the striker, and his name was no longer on the list. According to information received by this publication, FCSB made a list of 12 players they were looking at, including Mabasa. However, a close source to the club confirmed that the number of players have been cut down and Mabasa's name is no longer on the list. A lot of European potential transfers were reported earlier this year, and this could see the star jump ship sooner rather than later. Number 6, Ashley du Preez. Now, despite an underwhelming individual campaign, Kaizer Chiefs attacker Ashley du Preez was reported to have attracted an European club. Du Preez, who joined Amakosi in 2022, struggled to live up to the performance levels he had during his time at Stellenbosch. The 26-year-old, who had scored 15 goals in 59 matches last season and had a total of 22 goals in 113 matches, reportedly attracted plenty of interest in Europe despite producing uninspiring performances in the 2023-24 season. According to the South African, clubs in Portugal showed interest and were ready to pay top price to sign him. The Glamour Boys, on the other hand, who are still on a journey of rediscovery of their former glory, could lose a lot by letting him go, as the move to Europe might be perfect for the star. As of June last year, FCSB were one of the clubs reported to being keen on signing du Preez after having secured another Chiefs player, Ngezana. However, a transfer never materialized. Number 5, Monapule Saleng. Now, upon making a name for himself after moving from Free State Stars to Orlando Pirates, Monapule Saleng quickly rose to prominence with his amazing skills on the ball and became a goal-scoring machine.
Guys equally have captained their squad, so let's see how the game's going to turn out for them.
Two potential takers here in Glondlo and Saleng. It will be Saleng. It goes direct. Oh! How's he done that? Monapule Saleng, the hero in the semi-finals, has drawn first blood for the...
Stats gained him prestigious names in the PSL, such as MTN8 Last Man Standing and the DStv Premiership Players Player of the Season at the 2023 PSL Awards. This success saw him attract interest from 2 European clubs, which according to reports at the time, it wasn't a first and there was a huge potential transfer. Sokala Duma had reported that League One side Monaco was heavily interested in Saleng and were willing to sign him. I can tell you that interest is now high for Saleng. There were two teams and one of them is Monaco from France. They wanted Cassius Mailula before he went to the MLS. Since they didn't want to get him, they have turned their attention to Saleng. I think they've talked to the best agent as well as the team, but there is nothing final yet. The other team is from Belgium, but I don't have the name for that team. But the club wants to make some money from him with his contract coming to an end in June next year. They could wait for AFCON if he goes there, but it could be even before that with the way things are going right now. La Duma had further reported that the Belgian side were leading the race and that Saleng's transfer would happen sooner rather than later. Well, although the Belgian side wasn't revealed, their means of attempting to sign Saleng could see them complete their deal next year. Number 4. Talente Mbata. Now, just after spending barely half of the 2024-25 season, Pirates' own Talente Mbata was reported to have caught interest from an English club during 2024. Soccer La Duma had reported at the time that two clubs had inquired about the former SuperSport United star, revealing that one club in particular is from the Championship in England. Well, the team was said to be very keen on the KZN-born player. It all started when they came back from the pre-season in Spain. There were actually 3 teams at first which showed interest in him, but now I can tell you that the main one is from the Championship. Those ones have even inquired about him and they could soon make a follow-up, and it could work very well for him if the national team coach selects him for Bafana Bafana squad, because that would enhance his chances. Yes, it's an English side, but at the moment I'm not at liberty to say which club. On the other hand, however, the Buccaneers are not ready to release or sell. With the team playing in the CAF Champions League, it seems likely for them to commence with talks at the end of the season. According to a number of sources, Mbata is said to be in high demand overseas. Pro Sport International CEO Mike Makab believes that what accelerated Mbata's career in such a short period of time is that he fits the requirement of a modern number 6. Well, what do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 3. Relebohile Mofokeng. Now, Mofokeng seems to be following in the footsteps of the likes of Benny McCarthy, Steven Pienaar and Aaron Mokoena for the possibility of moving to Europe at a young age. Mofokeng, who could be heading to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, has already went on trial at Premier League club Wolverhampton Wanderers, which shows he has already left his mark in England. The Pirates star was yet again linked with Scottish Premier League giants Glasgow Rangers. Mofokeng rose to prominence after making his debut for Orlando Pirates. The star has went on to win championship after championship with the Buccaneers, which soon made him a household name. Mofokeng is also one of the stars to play for Bafana Bafana at a young age, which is just to show how wonderful of a talent he is. Just recently, according to the transfer market, Mofokeng has been linked with La Liga club FC Barcelona. Whether it's for the January transfer window or the end of the season remains to be seen. It'll just be interesting how the Pirates management team works it out. Number 2, Teboho Mokoena.
Struggle in the Premier League. Really top performance from Chipper. Oh, deflection goal! Second deflection of the match. This time it's well struck by Teboho Mokoena.
Now, currently the most highly rated and most expensive player in South Africa, Bafana Bafana midfielder Teboho Mokoena has been one of the standout performers in MZANSI. His performance at AFCON has been stellar, and sources have revealed how it has led to interest from European clubs and mostly the English Premier League. Soccer La Duma had reported earlier this year that an unnamed Premier League club and League One club AS Monaco had inquired about the Masandawana star. According to Kick-Off, another Premier League club, Bournemouth, had been linked to Mokoena. Mokoena soon became a household name after joining Mamelodi Sundowns, where he quickly featured in one of their key matches due to his outstanding talent. The interest in Teboho Mokoena has been growing since he joined Sundowns. What I know is that Monaco's interest has been there for a while now. They first inquired about Cassius Mailula, but when they could not get him, they inquired about Teboho. Now they've renewed that interest. However, there is another inquiry. This is from an English Premiership club that we can't mention at the moment. There are a few people who know about it. They are a good club as well. Some of the things are not done by the sporting director but by the agent, so it's a tricky situation. But the interest is there from those two clubs, one from England and another from France. Although it seems unlikely that the star is to leave soon due to having signed a 5-year contract with Masandawana, he did reveal playing overseas is still his biggest dream. Talking to Far Post, Mokoena said he has set his sights on the FIFA Club World Cup as the platform to showcase his talents and secure a move to Europe. The dream to play in Europe is still very much alive. We still have FIFA Club World Cup, so yeah, we will see what happens. Number 1, Rowan Williams. Now, after becoming the first South African player to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or, coming at number 9 and being awarded the CAF 2024 Interclub Player of the Year as well as the African Goalkeeper of the Year, the chances of Williams moving to Europe soon are highly likely. In early 2024, him and Mokoena were reported to have attracted Euro interest after he had unbelievably saved 4 penalties in a shootout against Cape Verde. He went on to be named CAF Goalkeeper of the tournament after winning another penalty shootout, saving penalties against the Democratic Republic of Congo. Reportedly, a lot of interest has poured in for the goalkeeper, but according to Mike Makab, it won't be easy for him to leave one of the most successful clubs in Africa, that being Mamelodi Sundowns, for another club in the same continent. When you talk about Rowan Williams and Teboho Mokoena, they are at the biggest club in Africa at the moment. They are at one of the most successful clubs in Africa, so it doesn't seem logical that Rowan or Teboho will move to any other team on the continent. It's more likely that they will end up in Europe. However, a lot will depend on the transfer fee. A lot will depend on the clubs that are after the players that have performed well in the Africa Cup of Nations. Because one mustn't forget that it's a competitive market in terms of players not only moving out of our continent, but South America, for example. Eastern Europe, we have so much competition as South African football players, and unless the deal is seen to be fair deal in the right financial brackets, both for the transfer fee and the player himself, it's something that's not easily achieved. Well, there you have it, folks. 7 players who might jump ship to Europe in 2025. Do you think they will? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and please go visit our social media pages. Be sure to check out our TikTok and Facebook channels at MZANSIHOOD Sports, and from me to you, have a great one.